Hello everybody. Today now we'll start our session. Now in this session we'll discuss foreign direct investment. I am sharing the screen with you, PowerPoint presentation. Now this is our topic of discussion today, foreign direct investment. Now in the foreign direct investment, we'll discuss some important areas, and this is our today's content of discussion, or you can say the chapter or session outlet. Now we'll discuss definition of foreign direct investment, then methods of foreign direct investment, benefits or advantage of foreign direct investment, then disadvantage of foreign direct investment, and finally types of foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment, in short, it is also popularly known as FDI. Okay, so FDI full form is foreign direct investment, and here we will discuss definition, methods, then benefits or advantage, disadvantage, then types of foreign direct investment. Now first we'll start with the definition. Now in definition, in the screen you can go through the one definition, but along with that, simply foreign direct investment refers to a policy or process through which a businessman or a company invest money in other countries, and other countries businessmen also can invest money into that concerned country. Like there are two countries, so country A and country B. The businessmen or companies from country A investing money in country B. Same way, businessmen from country A or country B may invest money in country B. This is basically the core concept of the foreign direct investment. Now there are some methods are there, advantage, disadvantage, then types are also there. So these things we'll discuss in detail. As I said, there are different types of foreign direct investment. Then methods are there. Then advantage, disadvantages are there. Now we'll go through some example in Indian context, and through this example, I'll try to elaborate to you how basically foreign direct investments are have already taken place in India, and business are going on. Like all of you know, a renowned company name in the automobile sector, personal car segment, Maruti Suzuki. Okay, Maruti Suzuki is a joint venture. Maruti is one entity which is represented by Government of India, and Suzuki is the Japanese company. So Maruti Suzuki, they have joint venture and they are doing business in India. Same way, if you look into insurance sector, in insurance sector, a lot of companies are doing business through FDI, with joint ventures of Indian companies. Like if I say, for example, HDFC Standard Life Insurance. HDFC is an Indian company. Standard Life Insurance is a foreign company. Then ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company. ICICI is an Indian origin company, and Prudential Life Insurance is a foreign company. Then Tata AIG. Tata is an Indian company, all of you know. AIG is an American origin insurance company. Like Bajaj Airlines. Bajaj is Indian, company. Then Alliance is an insurance company from foreign country. Okay, so these are some examples, of insurance sector. Then in the telecom sector, we have seen merger and acquisition. Like, all of you know Vodafone. Vodafone, actually, when Vodafone came into India, they have acquired Hutch Telecom. Okay, earlier there was a company in the telecom sector and the name was Hutch Telecom. Okay, and that company was acquired by Vodafone. Before that, there was a Command Telecom. Command was acquired by Hutch. Then later on, Hutch was acquired by Vodafone. Now these are the different methods of entering into the foreign market, because in the telecom sector what happened, Vodafone already acquired a company where they have found the established network established by Hutch, and they were able to acquire, they merged with the Hutch Telecom, and now Vodafone is doing healthy business. So these are some good example of the FDI in India. Now one definition is given in your screen that I will read out, so that you can also read it and you can also understand. And this definition is taken from the corporatefinanceInstitute.com website, and we are very much thankful to them. They have provided good literature, study material in their website, Corporate Finance Institute, and this we are using for our learning and knowledge gathering purpose. And this I will share as study material or study resource to different media, so that student in general gets benefits and their purpose also gets solved. Now coming to the definition again, like according to them, foreign direct investment is an investment from a party. Party means it may be company or individual businessman in one country into a business or corporation in another country, country A and country B, which already I have mentioned, with the intention of establishing a lasting interest. Lasting interest means business interest. Okay, having an intention to do something. The lasting interest differentiate FDI from foreign portfolio investment, where investor passively holds securities from a foreign country. A foreign direct investment can be made by obtaining a lasting interest or by expanding one business into a foreign country. Now see, at your level, if you just understand the last sentence, a foreign direct investment can be made by obtaining a lasting interest or by expanding one business into a foreign country. Now, here I will give more examples. Like all of you know McDonald's. McDonald's is a foreign company. KFC is a foreign company. They are doing business in India. Kellogg's is a foreign company. They are doing business in India. Hindustan Unilever, Procter & Gamble, these are foreign company. Now Indian company are also doing business overseas. Like if you take name like LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India, are doing business overseas. Then State Bank of India, then Reliance Industry Limited, then Birla Group. Like these renowned companies, Dabur, like these companies are doing, Indian companies are doing business in other countries. Here you can include Bajaj also. Bajaj, they are very famous in auto manufacturing. Then in other categories also, Godrej also, they have also overseas activities. So these are the some example through which you can understand the FDI patterns and the core concept of the FDI. Like one country's businessmen or organization, they are able to make investment in another country with a motive to doing business, ultimately earning profits. Like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, these are also foreign company. But they are doing, Johnson & Johnson is a foreign company. They are doing, a good business in India since long back. So this is basically the definition of the foreign direct investment. Now here question may come, what is foreign direct investment? What I said, what is foreign direct investment? Or what do you understand by foreign direct investment? Give examples. Give examples. Okay. So this is basically, about the concept of foreign direct investment. Next, this is, you can say meaning also, meaning or definition of the foreign direct investment. Next, we move to the methods. Methods of foreign direct investment. Methods are basically, modes or ways of entering into the foreign market. Now, here just there are 4 methods are given. Apart from these, there are few more methods are there, like exporting. In exporting, direct export, indirect export, then franchising, licensing. These are also mode of FDI. Now here, what is being mentioned, like acquiring voting stock in a foreign company. Acquiring voting stock in a foreign company means like voting system. Okay, through ballot or voting system, acquiring some stake or stock in a foreign company, and this is one methods of entering into a foreign market, or methods of foreign direct investment. Then merger and acquisition. Now in merger and acquisition, we have given lot of examples, like we have discussed about the telecom sector. Okay, now in the merger and acquisition, one company may acquire another company in overseas market. Like Indian companies also acquiring companies in overseas market. Then Indian companies are being acquired by foreign companies. Like for example, earlier there was UTI Bank. All of you know UTI Bank was there. So UTI Bank was acquired, or it merged with Axis Bank. Now you can see Axis Bank is doing very good. So earlier, it was in the name of UTI Bank. Then recently, what I am telling you, that was Reliance Mutual Fund. Reliance Mutual Fund are being acquired by Nippon Life Insurance. Nippon Life Insurance is a company from Japan. Nippon Battery, all of you know, these are famous. So they have insurance business also, and Nippon Insurance, Nippon Mutual Fund, they have acquired the Reliance Mutual Fund, Reliance Insurance and Mutual Fund. Okay, then next, joint venture with a foreign corporations. Joint venture is jointly doing business, like company A and company B. They will get together and they will establish a new entity with a new name. Okay, generally it happens like Maruti Suzuki. Now, Maruti Suzuki is a joint venture of Maruti and Suzuki. Okay, so in that case, company may give new names, or they may, continue with the old name also. Then, starting a subsidiary of a domestic firm in a foreign country. Starting a subsidiary of a domestic firm in a foreign country. This is like, establishing a full-fledged strategic business unit in a foreign country. Like, for example, all of you know Pran Beverage India Private Limited. Pran is a Bangladeshi company. Pran is a company from Bangladesh, but they have established one manufacturing plant in Bujjongnagar, Agartala, Tripura. Okay, so this is a subsidiary unit of their domestic firm in our country. So like this, lot of foreign direct investment happened through subsidiary. And these information are being collected from corporatefinanceinstitute.com websites, and we are using this for learning and knowledge gathering purpose. And this may share as a learning resource, not for commercial purpose. Then next we'll discuss, benefits or merits, or we can say advantage of foreign direct investment. Then we'll discuss, disadvantage of foreign direct investment. Now, in the merits or benefits or advantage of foreign direct investment. Now, these will go through from two sides. Two sides means, like I'm telling you, like there are two sides. One is the investor. Investor is the businessman or business house. Okay. So benefits of FDI for investor or for the business houses. This is one. Then another, benefits of FDI for the host country. Host country means, like I said, like Vodafone. They came into India. They have established business. Okay, then I have taken a lot of joint venture name in the insurance sector, like ICICI Prudential, then HDFC Standard Life Insurance. So they came to India. Okay, so India is the host country. So what benefits India are getting? Okay, so that point of view. One is from the investor or business house point of view. Another benefits from the host country point of view, where the business are actually taking place. So first we'll go to the benefits or merits or advantage of foreign direct investment from the investor point of view or businesses point of view. Now, first advantage is market diversification. Through this foreign direct investment, market can be diversified by the marketer. Like, Johnson & Johnson, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, they are, business house from other countries. Okay, and they have came to India. So they have diversified the market and enter into a new market. Then tax incentive. When, companies newly come in one country, they get different kinds of benefits. Among the benefits, one is, tax incentives. Tax incentives like getting a relaxation for 3 years or 5 years. Like in Tripura, Bhujanagar is an industrial belt. So if any company establish a business in Bhujanagar industrial estate, so they get, different relaxation. Among them, tax incentive is one. Okay. Then, lower labor cost. Like, from the developed countries, if companies are coming to the developing countries or in the countries where labor intensive techniques are adopted, so labor are available at the lower cost. This is also another advantage or merits of the foreign direct investment is that, human resources are available at lower cost. Then preferential tariffs. Preferential tariffs, like, sometimes, there is a negotiation or mutual understanding goes on between the government policies and the foreign investor. So through this, some special tax benefits, a special preferential tariff redemption or reduction are given. So through foreign direct investment, companies may achieve these benefits. Then subsidies. Okay, so government is giving subsidies also to encourage foreign direct investment. Subsidies in terms of infrastructure, education, then infrastructure like electricity, then construction of road, then in other areas also subsidies are given so that foreign companies are encouraged to invest in one country. Okay, so this information also I have collected from the corporatefinanceinstitute.com website, and we are very much thankful that they have given this information, and we are using it for our learning purpose. Then next is benefits or advantage of foreign direct investment from the host country point of view. Earlier I said we will study the benefits from the two point of view. One point of view is business house or investor point of view, that already we have completed. Then another is from the host country point of view. Host country means where the business are basically taking place. Now host country gets the benefits of foreign direct investment like economic stimulation. Economic stimulation means economy will get accelerated. Economic growth will take place. Like whatever company's name I have taken, like Pran, Beverage India Private Limited came to India, then Vodafone, then other all companies they came. They have helped in the India's GDP acceleration. Economic growth have taken place. Then development of human capital. Like if good companies come, then human resource also get developed, because good companies or renowned companies, they have benchmark technology, benchmark human resource capital, and they run business successfully with those companies. Like if we talk about the Samsung, then Sony, LG, these are all world-renowned electronics goods manufacturing companies. Then in laptop, if we say Dell, Lenovo, Acer, these are all renowned companies. So if they come, human capital also can be developed in the host country. Then increasing employment. This is a huge contribution to the host country due to the foreign direct investment. Lots of employment gets generated and people are employed. Like whatever company's name I have taken, they are giving employment to the Indian peoples. Indian unemployed young generations are getting jobs. Then access to management, expertise, skill and technology. Now if FDI takes place in good way, that will help in the access of the management expertise, skill and technology. Accessibility will be easy. Then on host countries, all kind of development will take place. This information also I have collected from the corporatefinance.institute.com. Then next is disadvantage. Disadvantage or demerits of the foreign direct investment. Now, a few disadvantages are like of foreign direct investments. Hindrance to domestic investment. Hindrance to domestic investment, like say, if foreign companies come, then domestic companies will not be able to do good. So domestic company will face competition, and due to that competition, domestic company may suffer loss. So this is one problem issue need to be dealt when foreign direct investments are being permitted or given approval. Then risks of political changes. Now, if political changes taking place very rapidly or very quickly, that will hamper the foreign companies' benefits, because one government if develop one kind of policy and encouraging foreign investments, then if that government change, so that may hamper those policies also, and that will hamper the foreign businessmen. Then negative influence on exchange rate. Sometimes foreign direct investment also negatively influence the exchange rate. Exchange rate is basically value of the foreign currency. So if FDI happens, that may have negative influence on the value of the currency. Then higher cost. Now, one disadvantage of the foreign direct investment is that cost may increase. cost may increase because as uh, foreign companies are capital intensive. Capital intensive means capital oriented. Technology will play the vital role. So that will involve both cost and then product or service cost will increase. Then economic non-viability. Now see, same thing like what I was mentioning, foreign companies mostly are capital intensive oriented companies. Capital intensive means they are technology proactive. So if technology are being used in mass scale, then it is less possible that higher number of people will get employment, and economically it is not viable. Then expropriation. Now this is a really threat to the foreign investor. Now under this, what happens if political changes take place or government change? So new government may take over the property or asset of the foreign companies. Okay, so this is a threat to the foreign investors, that if government change, so government under any unfavorable circumstances may take over the entity of the foreign investor. Now the source of this information is www.copart.com. I have collected this information from there, and I have accessed and retrieved this on 12th August 2020 at 3:20 p.m. and we are using this information for learning and knowledge gathering purpose. Now, these are some demerits or disadvantage of the foreign direct investment. Now here I am telling you one thing. Now I am mentioning two website details. One is for corporate finance, www.corporatefinance.institute.com. Another second is www.copart.com. So after finishing this, I will make you visit those website also. Then from there also I will give you little bit inputs. Next is types of FDI. Now in the types of FDI, basically there is no thumb rule. Mainly there are two types of FDI: horizontal FDI, vertical FDI. But in some cases there are 3 FDI, 4 category of FDI also are there. But mainly we will focus into 3 category of foreign direct investment. Now first we will discuss horizontal foreign direct investment. Horizontal foreign direct investment is basically takes place in the same level. Same level means like one company origin, say for example it is origin in country A, okay, and it is investing money in the country B, okay. So same kind of establishment what they are having in country A, they can establish in country B. This is basically horizontal FDI. Like McDonald's they came to India. So if they are establishing a full-fledged business unit, what they are having in their origin country, that is horizontal foreign direct investment. Then vertical foreign direct investment. In the vertical foreign direct investment, it is basically not at the same level, but in the different level. Different level means like if you take example of the previous types. Previous types means horizontal FDI. Like in the vertical case, what happens? Like company A from the origin country coming to country B. Okay, from country A, one company is coming to country B. Okay, now they may not start a full-fledged business, but they may start a part of this, and the whole business will be centralized and linked with the host country. Okay, like if we take example of the McDonald's, if McDonald's establish a farm in India of only meat procurement, meat procurement, and they supply it to the host country and to other, countries where they have the business footprints. So this is basically the vertical FDI. Now, sometimes companies to procure raw material at cheaper price or lesser price, they do this kind of vertical foreign direct investment. Like in some countries, some kind of raw material are very cheaply available. Okay, so this they take advantage and they can vertically invest, and they can particularly set up a unit of raw material procurement. Then third is conglomerate FDI. In the conglomerate FDI, what happens? A company from country A may acquire a unrelated business in country B. What I said, a company from country A may acquire a unrelated business in country B. This is basically the conglomerate process of FDI. Now, say for example, company X from country A, they have cold drinks business in country A, and company name is X. Now they are planning to enter into country B, and in country B they have acquired a company name, say for example company Z, and this company is manufacturing or producing mineral water. So in host country they were producing cold drinks, but where they have done FDI, they have acquired a mineral water company. So this is unrelated business they have acquired, and this is a basically conglomerate business process, and through this technique FDI may take place like this. Again, the source of this information are the corporatefinanceinstitute.com. Now next, before going to the summary, I will take you to these two websites. Okay, this is the website corporate finance. corporatefinanceinstitute.com. Now from there, this is the definition, and these are the methods, then benefits, disadvantage. See, these are disadvantage we have I have collected from another website. That was, again I will go through that. Then types. Now here I'll tell you, I'll show you the types of FDI again, like home country or host country. Home country means country of origin. So manufacturer. Okay, vertical FDI, raw material supplier. Okay, like from the host country where investment is taking place, company only procuring raw materials. Then horizontal, manufacturer. Okay, in the home country or origin country, manufacturer. In the host country means where the investment are made. Okay, so it is at the same level. Then, another part of the vertical FDI, like distributor, giving distributorship or, direct export, indirect export, or, licensing, franchising through this method. Then this is conglomerate business. Now, in the conglomerate business, what I said, that a business acquire an unrelated business in a foreign country. This is uncommon as it requires overcoming two barriers to entry: entering a foreign country and entering a new industry or market. Here, one example is being given. Example of this, like Virgin Group, okay, which is based in United Kingdom, acquired a clothing line in France. So clothing line and Virgin Group business are different. Then here, horizontal, a business expand its domestic operation to a foreign country. In this case, the business conduct the same activities but in a foreign country. Same activity but in a foreign country. In the vertical, a business expand into a foreign country by moving to a different level of supply chain. In other words, a firm conducts business activities abroad, but these activities are still related to the main business. Okay, so this is one website, and this website name is corporatefinanceinstitute.com. Now we'll go to another website. This is topper.com. Topper.com, and here from this we have collected the I have collected the disadvantage or demerits of the foreign direct investment, like hindrance to domestic investment. Okay, like as it focuses its resource elsewhere other than the investor home country, foreign direct investment can sometimes hinder domestic investment. Okay, then it may make suffer the host countries companies also. Then risks of political changes, then higher cost. Higher cost, like in some foreign countries, it is being noticed that more expensive, if we talk about the USA, like USA dollar value are more than Indian. So if an Indian company wants to invest in USA, so that is quite difficult or challenging because money value is less. So if Indian companies follows the exporting, direct export or indirect export, that may more easy for the Indian companies. But a lot of Indian companies are doing business in US also. But see, like what happens in the host country and home country. Home country is the country of origin from where the companies are going to the other country, that is the host country. So, like if in the host country, goods are costly, and in that country, investing may incur higher cost. Okay, then economic viability, that is related to the capital intensive technique. Then expropriation, like when government changes, that time economic scenario may also get changed, and under these circumstances, the government may control over the company's property or asset. Okay, so again we'll move to the summary part. Now, this is the summary. Now, in this session, we have discussed definition of foreign direct investment, methods of foreign direct investment, benefits or advantage or merits of foreign direct investment, then disadvantage or demerits of the foreign direct investment. Then finally, we have discussed types of foreign direct investment. Now, again, I am just telling you the definition. Foreign direct investment refers to an investment process through which one country, one company or one business house from one country, they invest in other country for doing business purpose. Now, there is two countries. Home country is the country of origin from where companies are going outside, and that country is known as host country. Okay, and this is basically the concept of the FDI, and there are some methods, advantage, disadvantage. Now, FDI is good, but during the FDI, government, policymakers, and the companies, they need to take care of the disadvantage of the foreign direct investment, so that only advantage takes place and disadvantage or shortcomings may be overcome through the policy formulations. And there are three types of FDI we have discussed: horizontal foreign direct investment, vertical foreign direct investment, and conglomerate foreign direct investment. Next, thank you so much everybody for attending this session. Next session, we'll meet with another new topic, and till then, goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.